Mhm. Yes. So what we did for a customer was that we actually, for our embedding model, we actually fine-tuned on their own data. So
Yeah.
our retrieval is more efficient, right? So not really fine-tuning for generation side, but on the retrieval side. And that actually is substantially improved the results because the embeddings being closer and all of that. I mean, we understand how this works, right? So yes, I mean, RAG is probably
Fine-tuning the embedder is a much...
fine-tuning the embedding model,
Yes.
actually. Because the fascinating thing is that if your retrieval is good, generation is going to be fine, right? So most models will work fine. This is something that does not come naturally to people because, it's LLMs tend to be the heroes of everything, but it is a retrieval actually that matters.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Garbage in, garbage out, as we keep repeating that, right? So, yeah. So
Okay.
we did that in our... And when we did it, it actually substantially improved the quality of our retrieval, which in turn improved the quality of generation.
Yeah.
In terms of enterprise adoption of GenAI, what is the biggest barrier? Is it technology? Is it budgets? Is it the culture? Is it skill gap? Or is it something else?
Fear. The biggest barrier is fear of change, right? I saw the same thing with Cloudera, with big data, with Hadoop coming in. Like people were using databases like Oracle, Teradata, and we have to convince them to move something completely new. And the number one barrier is that people having the aptitude and having the resilience and the foresight we need to make this change. If we don't make this change, then a few years from now, we're going to be toast. And that's the main barrier. Now, once you cross that barrier, the barrier immediately after it is the concern, and Gartner and Forrester will tell you this as well. The concern that businesses, there's three things. Number one, the concern that businesses have around the quality of the results, because a lot of the initial implementations had hallucinations in them and had big liability issues. That's number one. Number two, the security and privacy of the data that you put in these AI systems. That's a very, very big concern. And then number three is the shortage of skilled people like yourself that know how to work with these AI systems. So these are the top three barriers after fear. But I would say fear is the number one barrier. Fear of change is the number one barrier.
Okay. Impact of AI on workforce: jobs eliminated, displaced, or created?
It's a very, very good question. The summary of it is net. Jobs will be eliminated in massive amounts. Net. Let me expand on that. So first, there will be a lot more jobs. There will be new jobs created. Because of AI, there will be people able to do jobs they couldn't do before, right? There will be somebody who will be able to be a director as good as Steven Spielberg, and they could have never done that before. So there will be new jobs created. There is no question about that. That said, this is one of the last skills that humans have, right? So when the manufacturing revolution came with robotics and automation and machines, we replaced our hands, and now we're replacing our minds. So what's left? So that doesn't take a genius to foresee that, no, there will be a lot more jobs lost than created in the long term. And in fact, many of our customers, when we're doing POCs today, like part of their proof of value for why we're doing this to improve our efficiency and need less junior people coming in. Or in the case of the manufacturing example I gave you earlier, we don't need to hire the technicians anymore. The workers can just fix the machines themselves. So jobs will be lost. I don't want to sugarcoat that. And governments, and it will take time. It's not going to be overnight. It will take a long time. But governments need to start being prepared for doing minimum basic income. We will need to do minimum basic income at some point, or we'll need to create fake jobs for people. You know, in some countries, they have people that just press the elevator button, right? Their job is to stand in the elevator, ask you which button floor are you going for, and they press the floor. In Egypt, we have some of those. And it's a useless job because I can press the button for myself. But we do it because we want them to earn some money. They have no other job to do. So we'll need to have universal basic income.